Hello and welcome to another inspiring edition of Career Success right here on the Achievement Channel, Nigeria's 100% motivational TV station, broadcasting live from the School of Eloquence, Ikoyi, Lagos, Nigeria. This is a platform where we spotlight individuals who are creating impact, building legacy, and leading the way in their fields. My name is Sunday Ewolabi. I'm your host. Our guest today is a visionary entrepreneur, financial advisor, and leader, Mr. Chris Ogbaisi. From humble beginnings in Lagos to the heights of corporate leadership and entrepreneurship, Chris has built a multi-sector legacy. He's a motivational speaker, a mentor, and currently serves on the board of several organizations across finance, agriculture, and other sectors. Stay with us as we explore the inspiring journey from insurance executive to wealth creation and career mentorship. Welcome, Mr. Chris Ogbaisi. Welcome to Career Success.
Thank you.
Where we try to make success contagious.
Thank you.
So today I believe that through your story, some our viewers at home will get to catch success fever. All right. So tell us about who is Chris Ogbaisi?
Chris Ogbaisi is someone that started from early background. Not that person that started. I grew up in the family of two civil servants. That they're not even in the middle class. Even one is in the middle class, the other one is in the low class. But he has an obsession for success from his early days, and that took me through my educational career. That distinguished me away from my colleague, my people within my society then where we were staying. Because I was actually staying in a slum area whereby people after they finish secondary school. They are comfortable. You know, so, but however, what did I do then? Because of the passion, and when you have a courageous mother that always say to you, I've served people, they must serve you. I held that at the back of my mind. And I said, okay, fine. What are the people that you served? They put on tie, they wear suits, Abi. I think, let me grow my career in that formal sector. And that's where I started first. Thank you.
See, so your story validates the truism we celebrate here on Career Success, that your background is never the reason why your back is on the ground. Yeah, so beyond the parental spark from your parents, your dad, your mom, what else? What were those intrinsic factors that made you find your purpose?
One of the things that I think that made me is I see success. In fact, let me be honest to you, my key driver is the fact that I hate poverty. I hate poverty. I made it a landmark in my life that, sorry, I was born poor, I won't die poor. So I made it an obsession that, yes, I'm going to make it. But not in a desperate manner, however, but I mean, other passion that I want to thrive in controversy. And that's why I say to myself, okay, what are the lines towards it? In fact, let me share something very funny. Yeah. While I left secondary school then, I didn't do well in my first WAEC. So when my father now said I should go and learn work, skill, I said, wow, derailing for my dream. No, I won't do that. So my mother now called me. I said, come, let me give you money, go and buy another WAEC. And I say, wow, mommy, I won't fail you. And just truly, dedication. You see, one thing I realize is when you make certain thing obsession, you will succeed. Intentionally. What did I do? I left my friends, I left everybody, and I picked 7 subjects then. And I said, these are 7 subjects, I must make them. You understand? Yeah. And I came out. So, if I could do that then, and I succeeded, which means I can succeed in all I lay my hands on.
So that retake of an examination that you had failed and you succeeded had shaped your career. So, a run through your story shows that you started out first as an employer, and then in not too long time, you became first as an employee, then you became an employer. Tell us how you managed that transition quickly.
Let me say it this way. I was an employer.
Okay.
To become an employee. and now go back to become an employer. Now let me explain.
Please,
when I started my career, then I finished my service, then I was seeing that unemployment is on the high side, and I'm going to fit in. The only job that you could fit in then was to pick up an insurance job that they say you make the income yourself. And I put in. That was the job I was doing there in one soap industry. I was earning 7,000 naira, and I said, "This is a job I want to stay, to live, to feed family. There is no career here.
And fulfill that your dream."
And that's my dream. I said, so and I saw a job. So one day I saw an advert. They said, "Oh, they need a marketing and insurance company." And when I got there, I said, "Okay, let me go and listen to them." So I went there, and they said, "Oh, I have a blank check. I will determine how much I want to earn." I said, "Oh, so which means this one I have a propensity to increase. The other one I'm going to stagnate." I took the risk as a risk taker. No. So what I'm saying is that as an employee, they are risk averse. As an employer, you might not start big, but being a risk taker is when you decide to say you are leaving the known for the unknown. And that was the decision I took then. I opted in as an insurance agent. That was in NFI, Nigerian Fire Insurance Company. It has metamorphosed to American International Insurance Company. That's ICO. So I was able to apply as an agent, and they took me. And that period, within just 3 months, I became one of the top 10. They gave me one phone, then Triumph, for those holding these phones. So when they gave it, I said, "So all these people, they are over 50 years." And I just came in October, and December now I became one of the top 10, having the MD's handshake. I said, "Wow." So which means I can determine my income. And I succeeded. What did I do? It was a strategy I used then. You know, most time when you want to get a manager of insurance company, they say 5 years minimum, 5 years experience, this and that. Okay, when I got to 5 years in that place, and my income has shot up to almost 350, 400, and I was able to afford. I bought a car. You know, we have this Skoda Fabia in Mandela's then. So I started going for employers. I changed my horizon then. Okay, fine. Let me now change and become who I want to be, to actualize my dream. So what did I do? I started looking for a job. When I started looking for a job, I went to someone, they would say, "You are an agent." I said, "Yes, but look at what I'm earning." So I used my income to negotiate. For you to say I should leave my income. In fact, the first job I got from a paid job, I demanded for an official car, and I said I can't take nothing less than a branch manager. They argue, and I say, "That's what I want, because I'm still earning income." And my income is a growing concern. However, I have a dream, I have a vision that I want to see when an agent get to executive management in an insurance, because there have been a stopgap for them. They don't grow beyond certain level. And I always see that, but we are not aligning in terms of philosophy. Why would somebody growing income that is a risk taker be managed by a risk averse person? There won't be innovation, there won't be ideas. So that propelled me. That was, in fact, let me just say, when I was living Crystal Life then, I told this, I said, "I'm here, I'm not going to stay long, but I'm still looking for where I want to go to, because I am eyeing to become an executive management of an insurance company." So when one of my mentor, Adeoye Falade, got me, he said, "Come and work for me. I never knew you left NFI. Come and work for me." That was in Guidance Express. I said, "Sir, I am big now." I said, come and negotiate." And I negotiated with my income. And they said, "Oh, we cannot afford to pay you that big money. You know, insurance company, they don't pay there. But we can afford to give you equivalent of that as a manager." So instead of me to come from assistant manager, deputy manager, I was going to manager straight. I said, And they moved me to Port Harcourt. So I thrive in a state of controversy. When people say it's not possible, I remove the philosophy of I can't, I converted it to I can. And that has been my greatest obsession.
Yeah. So challenging this industry stereotype of agents not transitioning into executive, challenging it is motivational in itself.
Absolutely.
But even from the way you're vocalizing about this experience, that sounds a little bit motivational. And I saw somewhere in your story that you're a motivational speaker. What's the connection between insurance and motivational speaking?
You cannot be an insurance salesman and you not be a motivational speaker. That means that you are not connected. That's because one, you're going to be trained, and when you're being trained, there is what we call reinforcement training. And that reinforcement will keep expanding your capacity. And as a marketer, definitely, the company also send you out for training. So, to be a multi-diversified person, what do? You make money from the training you have acquired. So, I went for training, and part of it, I came to School of Eloquence too. I went to Post School of Communication too. So, in fact, I intentionally started telling management, this is where I want to go to, so that I can build capacity. You know, when you're building capacity, you need training. You need to be loaded. And when you're loaded, because you're going to deal with a lot of people that they don't even have direction, you want to key them into direction. And keying them into direction requires you to be well informed.
I see.
And not just to be well informed, ability to also speak it out.
Yeah.
That is germane.
All right. I see, as a veteran in the insurance industry, what is your assessment? What's your general assessment of the evolution of the insurance sector in this part of the world, where people would rather pray than make plans for adversity? What's your assessment of the insurance sector in Nigeria?
I think the industry, to me, from my analysis, because we've not, since immemorial have been there, we always want to be with less than 1% of the GDP. And while I was there, I asked myself a question: what could lead to this? One, we chase the same market. We go for corporate accounts, we go for public sector accounts. That's the account we go for. Now, our agency system, we are driving a wrong driver. We use the wrong drivers to drive. Now, go and check the portfolio, go and check the operating income of the insurance people. You realize that bulk operational expenses is at the top, not at the lower. That is, you're not treating your core drivers very well to empower them, to make them look. You see, that's what we call a cause and effect. For every cause, the causatic rule. For every cause, there is an effect. You don't treat me like a big boy. You want me to bring the big account? No. So there is already a low self-esteem you have imbibed in their mind, the way you even treat them. So now, but they are the core driver. Let me cite an instance to you. While I was in Port Harcourt, when I moved to Port Harcourt, 11 days, they can't convert to agency. I said, don't worry, I'll make you convert to agency. Not by force, by understanding the rudiment of the game. And what happened? We recruited fresh candidates, we trained them, we set them out in the market. I didn't just set them out, I designed an analysis of evaluation, how to evaluate performance, to know people we should retrain and people we should send to a bigger market. It took me a lot of days, even on weekends. I pick up their activity report, analyze it myself, you understand? So by Monday, I'll come back and I start giving them where they go to. You're not doing well in this market. I follow up. So what happened? My system, my branch, started becoming the top performing branch in the entire company. And when we merged with Keystone, that we became Spring Life, the Spring Life and Keystone Bank merged together. I could recall then that they called me, who is this man doing well in Port Harcourt? They said, allow him to manage South, usually the politics. And I said, the question is, you cannot even sell short-term. Don't sell short-term policy. Because when you sell short-term policy, you first of all look at the peak back period of the money. And the cost you have expended on that same policy. So when I did all those things, I did analysis that I now make sure my people feel the impact of long time. And some of them say, I say, initially they're giving you how much? 60,000. But some of you now, you're only 150,000, have you? You're only 200,000, have you? They say, don't worry, okay. And some of them will say, okay, company, I don't prepare a car loan for them so I take part of their money so that they can have sense of commitment. We started growing career in the industry. Before I changed the modalities, I changed the dynamics to how it should be, because I was given a free hand to operate. And one of the things we did then was retention. We retained some of the clients, and that led to my promotion. redeployment to Lagos to come and head the entire business development and strategy. You know, while I was redeployed then, I told them that one of the things I want to do is that let us collapse the philosophy of salary. These people, let them earn income so that somebody at the back door, at back office people, can also imagine that they are big boy. When they come, they treat them like big boy. You get what I'm saying? So all those things are there because, you know, there is what they call the law, the winning law. The way you think becomes you. Law of correspondence. Your inner world becomes your outward look. So I said, these people, you need to make them look like a champion. And that's where we ruled it out in the insurance sector. Now, the insurance sector now, they've equally left a particular sector, the informal sector. The informal sector contributes 62% of the GDP. But today, I can assure you that is less than 8% have been insured in the informal sector. Now, go outside there, you see the MSC, SMEs, you know, something now, they are all there. Ask any of them, they don't have insurance. They say God is an insurance. Yes, you won't blame them because they don't even believe in it. Some of them were once an agent that left to end up saying that insurance doesn't work, Abi. And they were what? They chose to say, let me go and start doing one or two small business, Abi. You are not coming to sell insurance to the person. Will you sell? It will sell. So that's the area the stakeholders needs to, and stakeholders equally, the government, the regulatory agency, they have a role to play in it. Recently, I was trying to set up a micro insurance, and I read when I was doing my actual evaluation, they were saying it's 2 million naira so much short. And I said, with devaluation of naira, you want to tell somebody that has saved over 5 million naira for himself to create a security of 2 million for himself, we'll just be laughing at you. That should be reviewed. That was done in 2018 when the act came out, and it has not been reviewed in 2025. And this is what I'm saying now. There is huge negligence from the part of all stakeholders. That's why so many people are opening, and that's where the money is. That is where the money is. I keep saying it because the truth, if I keep chasing public sector account, a broker is making money. Another area is when you make an MD that owns an insurance broker to become what they call MD of an insurance company. That's a problem. The man has an insurance broker because of the business he has, you know, get to call an MD. No, it's wrong.
So I see you've made a success of insurance, but you know, success is not enough to create success. What matters is sustaining success. We will go on a break. When we'll return, we will get to know the secrets of not just winning, but stay winning.
Or log on to our website schoolofeloquence.org. School of Eloquence,
teaching the world to speak.
Before we went on a break, I was telling you how that it is not enough to create superior performance. What matters is sustaining superior performance. What are those pieces of advice or nuggets you have for aspiring professionals on how to stay on the path of success?
For the upcoming professionals, this is my advice. Don't be fixated with your philosophy. Life is dynamic. Life does not remain in particular place because you have an age. We have the aspiration age, inspiration age, and the aspiration age. So for your aspiration age, you are aspiring. You make your vision your obsession. Remain focused. When you remain focused, and please be with people that gives you joy. Listen, Be with people that gives you job, including your spouse. Don't make spouse is too emotional. Make it pure transactional. I would say this to anybody that wants to grow in life, especially the young professionals. One, who are you? Somebody you must marry must also have the same vision with you. If you don't have the same vision, you cannot work together. The Bible said, can two agree? Said they do what?
I said they be agreed. Yeah.
They can't work together. So you must have some. You must identify yourself first. Don't lie to yourself, and identify who you want. You don't need to have so many crowd as friends. Stay with people that gives you joy. That's one of the things I always. And don't make failure a fear. Make failure fearless. When you make failure, and always have it at the back of your mind, tomorrow is bonus. It's unfolded. Today is what you know. Tomorrow is unfolded. So if you wake up tomorrow, I started my career, the day I shut down the laptop, I shut it down. I remember it was around June 2015, and I shut it down. I say, when my wife said, you've been filling other people's vacuum. Go and open a vacuum for other people to fill. So when the challenge came, challenges must come. In fact, you must thrive in challenges. So if you feel life is going to be as bed of roses, sorry. And you must choose what you want to become at this early stage. So that when the challenges come and you're focused, you understand, you will swim it up. Because challenges must stretch a winner, but it shrinks a loser. Thank you.
I see. So a run through of your academic preparation process shows that you started schooling in Nigeria at tertiary level, and then you've transitioned, and then you went as far as Rome. What's the motivation behind this?
Yeah, one of the motivation is this. I'm in my 50, and I realized that Jackpot has made all my friends to Jackpot. And I'm becoming lonely. My children are getting older, focusing more on schools and their mother. Abby? Mother is a career person. What happens to me? And I'm in the informal sector. Gradually, I'll be speaking the informal language. So I need to repackage my brain. I need to readdress myself. And I intentionally put it in my vision that, sorry, education is no. In fact, I told myself, I'm getting obsolete with modern education. I'm getting obsolete with how education how we should learn in the learning environment. So I had to put up another course again, and I always put up course in line with what I'm doing. So I've been into structured finance for most organizations now. The recent one I'm doing right now is Ziki's agro-allied industry. That's a farming industry which I intentionally put on the stock market for us to be on the stock market. So when I to this finance, I say, okay, and that's the area I am, and I don't have a finance background. You understand? Yes, I know about finance, but I don't have that certification as a finance person. I had to go to go and learn more about capital structure, to go and learn about risk, you understand, and return. You understand? I had to go and learn more. How kind of risk should I take? What are the returns I should be expecting? You understand? So certain things propel me at any point in time. And when I'm done with this, I equally say to myself, I think the society is becoming more controversial, so I need to learn more about litigation. So I think law is the next phase.
I see. You even have a next phase. I like that. So the drive for broadening your skills is to update your thoughts so you don't get outdated.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we've heard about Chris Ogbaisi, we've heard about your academic preparation process, how you have transitioned from different sectors and the likes. But you know, fruits are derivatives of roots. So who are those people, those mentors who shine the light for you to be in the spotlight?
Yeah, let me use people I've not met and people that are direct mentor. One of the men I've not met that has been a great person, that I always look at him, that he tries from every sector, that's Aliko Dangote. While I was selling insurance then, that was the time we wanted to buy Benue Cement shares. I went to buy Benue Cement shares, and I said, the man was having a problem with the the industry. So while he was having those, and I said, until he won the battle and he became Dangote Cement, so the shares moved up then, and I said, these people, what are they doing differently? He identified needs and he solved the problem. That's a great wealth creator. Another person that I think I had it close, it was Elumelu, and he's doing well today. You know, then while we understand that Trust Bank, then where we see Elumelu, then I always see that this man has a place he's going to. So he has a brother then that we both finished school too in Lagos State University. We read economics together. So he always talk about his brother. So when I said, these people are not 2-8 people, so I should be able to do well in my own chosen career. But my direct mentor has been Adeoye Falade. Adeoye Falade taught me how to be conservative, how to see life from the solvency point of view. Now, he said something very salient to me then. He said, most Nigerians, we are not producers, we are consumers, so we are living under budget constraints. That why would somebody be using income? There was a time he said, Chris, do you know you can actually stay in Ikoyi without having a house in Ikoyi? I said, if you build house in all this low income area, build it out, because the cost of acquiring land there is high. So when you acquire there, you collect your rental income and service yourself. He said, hey. I said, and he pushed me into early sources. He spurred me. He said, come, start farming. He encouraged anything I lay my hands on. Because he brought me to Garden Express. He made a lot of recommendation for me. And when we wanted to start this micro insurance too, he was one that said, he called, he said, come, you're too good to leave this industry. He said, we need to start micro insurance. I said, but I need to have a finance background very well, because it's not about, to start this insurance require a thorough capital structure from equity and debt. And I don't want to, I said, okay, fine, I will listen to you. And what did I do? He encouraged me to set up a lot of asset management. That's why you see, we are able to set up a lot of Agora farms, the farming industry, which has been to be the future for this country to survive. That's the future. So we've set it up, and I'm trying to understand the dynamics. But that's the long term. If you look at Asset Rise, Presco and Okomo Oil today, looking at their story in 2012, 2010, and now, what the price that are being sold in that period is that's the dividend they gave out this last financial year. That was in 2024 financial year. So you can see that agric is the future. Go and look at livestock. So when he told me, look at the book, follow the book. So anytime and when he wants to correct me, he corrects me in a very, like a student, And I don't mind. He will come and sit down. Look at, the way Baba Falade used to talk then, he made you realize that success is actualization of your dream, not the money in your bank account. Actualization of your dream, that is success.
Success, actualization of your dream. So you've given us a lot of nuggets that young professionals can imbibe in their path to growing up. But the secret of great men are in that secret they don't want to share. So in 2 words, what are those things? What are those values that can change the life of any upcoming or somebody aspiring for success in any sector? Leave insurance and agriculture. Just tell us those life values that can change the path for anyone who is willing to get ahead.
I think I've said this before.
Yeah, I know, but say it again. I need to be sure about it.
Don't make failure fearful. Make failure fearless. If you want to succeed in life, make failure what? Fearless.
If you want to succeed in life, make failure fearless.
Don't look at it, you're going to fail. As a result, you don't want to take a chance. Yes. No. You take a chance. I took a lot of chances in the mining industry, and I realized the power that be, they were there, bigger than I am, Abby. But that doesn't stop me from still putting my head. So I transfer certain risk to the capitalist, you understand? While I become the technical party, and I'm doing well. So one major thing that happened that I want to say to anybody is hard work. be intentionally disciplined. Be intentional. When I say be intentionally disciplined, understand that you need to work on your psyche, your psychology with exercise. You need to work by reading. You need to work by keeping the right company. You need to work by setting up a daily schedule. And when I say daily schedule, don't deviate from your daily schedule. I have a daily schedule. While coming for this section today, I have started my daily schedule. And I look at it from morning so time. Okay, 9 to 10 is for School of Eloquence. So I've called them, don't call me till 11. You understand? So if you must have a schedule so that you don't walk without a goal. And most importantly, you must have a goal. You must review your goal. You must update your goal. You must review your goal. And your goal does not stand with the material things alone. It must have a goal when you want to change certain things in your life too.
True.
They are very key. They are very key. They are just intentionally rules to life that when you start it, you end well.
Intentional rules to life that when you start, you end well. Someone is following here on Achievement Channel and is asking us to bring you again. Our time is fast spent today. It's been a pleasure talking to you on career success.
Appreciate
We hope you'll be here again when we call you again.
This is my second home. Remember, I'm an alumni.
Okay. I see. Good to know. Thank you very much, viewers at home. I hope that this experience will linger on for a long while in your life as you start your own journey to winning. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Olufemi Shey. I'm CEO of Casafina Development. I'd like to tell you this. Keep watching Achievement Channel.
Hello, my name is Roma Daniels. This is Achievement Channel. Please keep watching Achievement Channel, the first and only motivational channel in the country.
Wow, what a powerful and enlightening conversation with Chris Ogbaisi, a man whose lives reminds us that career success is not a destination, but a journey of learning, resilience, purpose, and bold decisions. Thank you, Mr. Chris Ogbaisi, for sharing your journey with us. All right, viewers, thank you for watching Career Success here on the Achievement Channel. Let's keep this conversation going. Follow at Achievement Channel on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube for more career success content and updates. Use the hashtag #WeSeePossibilities and share your thoughts with us. Until our paths cross again, my name is Sunday Ewolabi. Keep striving, keep believing, and keep winning.